Hello there, this is Rom coming back at you with yet another car video. Some women see men as marks. Some women see men as marks. And for those who, I don't know, living under a rock don't know what that means, somebody to take advantage of, someone to play. Indeed, that was one of the reasons why I did that on-demand video, reading a woman's agenda. I'll put a link for it in the description box. Very important. Very important. And I ain't really go as deep as I could have. I could have made that a whole series. I mean, it is deep. Because many women will have an agenda. Now, what made me even talk about it, because I was going to talk about something different today. I said I'll save it for another time. One of the things that made me even think about talking about it was several things. It started yesterday, after I finished my car video yesterday. And I went into the grocery store I went into, got my victuals, or food for those who don't know about the Beverly Hillbillies. Got my food. And when I was at the checkout line, there was this young girl checking me out hard, right? She was checking, some dudes would call these choosing signals. She was just looking. And then she had got out to, her car was parked near mine, and even when I walked past her getting into her car, she was still giving me that look. Now, on one level, it could be she just found me attractive. And that's a whole other video, because sometimes some young women be finding older men attractive anyway. Even though I look like I could probably be her father or grandfather. Yeah, that gets into some deep stuff right there. It could have been that, or you get some women, they'll check out an older man and they see Mark. They see somebody they can get some money out of. They see somebody that they can use. Now, it wasn't just that. If it was just that, I'd be like, because I've dealt with some, and in my 50s, dealt with some women in their 20s before. It is what it is. I ain't think about it. But then when I got up this morning, and usually, let's just say before I get started doing, recording some videos, I'll be checking out some stuff on social media, IG, checking my bank accounts, stuff like that. So I was checking out some on IG, and somebody had shared a video, a clip of this woman who was robbed, a young woman, 25 years old. She was basically robbing these older guys down in Florida of Rolexes and stuff like that. And you get stories like that. Like even when some men be going overseas, you get some women be robbing them. And sometimes it'd be like those honey traps and stuff like that, right? Sometimes it'd be those honey traps and they doing something. They getting something out of you. It's a woman getting something out of you. And I was like, But then I saw another clip, and it was one of those psychological pages, and they were talking about, this dude was talking about how if a woman want a guy, you don't really have to spend money. She just go for him, which I've been saying anyway. But then if she don't really want him, she'll get money out of him. I was like, let me talk about that. And especially in light of what I wrote earlier this week, talking about a woman's agenda. Or even that post I did from Sister Soldier's latest book, where the main character went to Santiago, was dropping some game. Talking about, despite what all these men can do, there's that one man that's in her heart. There's one man that's in her heart, her mind, her vajayjay, and all of that. And I'm going to tell you what. Let's just be real out here. A lot of guys just be getting played. They just be getting played. And incidentally, you get some guys thinking, oh, women don't have game. Come on, man. Come on. Don't be dumb like that. Because as soon as a guy say that, that's the easiest guy to play. And usually they play the guy for resources or whatever else he has. Usually it's resources, it's money. Because you got some men out here, they thinking, oh, if I spend money, I can get that woman. So you get some women who will use that man for his money. Use that man for his resources. I remember this woman I was working with on one of my 1,000 jobs. And we were working at a gym. And I remember she told me, because at the time I was a sales manager, I never forget what she told me. She said, Rom, I'm going to get paid 3 times today. 3 times. Now, one time was actually from me, but that's because she had actually helped me make my sales quota. So I said, all right, I'll give you some money, do your hair. She helped me make some money. So I said, I ain't having a problem with that. And then she's going to get her regular paycheck. But then she had this dude who was just going to give her some money. And I said, I remember me and a couple other guys was like, you fucking him? And she was like, no. If she started fucking him, he won't give her the money. I was like, both of us were like, you won't go to hell for that. She ain't care. And in fact, this dude was standing outside the gym, smiling, ready to give her some money. I'm like, that's crazy. And in fact, that same woman that said she had been out of work for 1.5 years and didn't have to go on welfare because guys were just giving her the money. And you get some women like that, because one of the foolish things is the thought that you need money to get a woman. See, if you lead him, every time some guy says that, say, oh, it comes down to money. Even guys who say that, I say, you're a mark. You're a mark. Don't say that around a woman if you even believe that. Don't say that around a woman. Because a woman will, especially the player type, they'll figure out how to divest you of that money. Because one, you're already willing to give it. And what they'll do, they'll play whatever role they need to play to get that money out of it. Whatever they do. Because see, a woman, because you remember what I said a man make love to a woman's body, but a woman make love to a man's mind. What a woman will do is mess with that man's ego. She will play that man's ego. And she will read him. If he's that type that's not getting a lot of attention from women, or women ain't appreciating his kindness, guess what? That woman's going to do all of that. She's going to appreciate his kindness. She's going to tell him how smart he is. She's going to let him know. She's going to give him that validation, and she's going to stroke that ego. She's going to stroke that ego like a kitty. She's going nice and soft. Tell the man read the man, tell him what he want to hear. Then all of a sudden, he's going to give the money. And some of the best women players, I got to give it to them. They don't ask for the money right away. They don't ask for it. They just give you what you want and then sit back and wait for the money. Shit. In fact, those are the type of women, they don't like it when I do those videos talking about men getting the 90 without spending money. They don't like it. They don't like it. They probably respect it, but they don't like it. Shit, hold up, man. It's watering out here. I always say watering as opposed to rain. That's just me. That's one of my things. But a woman, you got some women out here, they'll look for that. They'll skip over the street smart dude. They'll skip over him. Or that dude who's going to question stuff. He going to question it. Because I had, in fact, Master Teacher BGS know exactly what I'm talking about. This woman was trying to get some money, because he know the woman. This woman was trying to get a whole lot of money out of me, but I kept questioning. And then she just had to pull back. And then she blocked me on all her platforms. Yeah, And Master Teacher BJs know exactly what I'm talking about because we would always joke about it. But she wanted something. But I noticed how her game was at first. Stroking the ego. Stroking the ego. That's how we encountered each other at first, online. Never met her in person, but online. And how she would do. And it was like, oh, you're smart. Oh, yeah, you look good. Shoot, that's how they do it. And see, a lot of guys, they hear that because, look, let's just be real. Most guys, they don't hear that. Most guys are not going to be validated on a regular basis by women. Most guys, no matter what they doing for a living, ain't going to be told how smart they are, how handsome they are. But that woman, that Mark, she'll do just that. And the smarter they are, they're going to hit you. Most, like the smarter ones, they not going to just hit you like boom, boom, boom. They ain't going to go hard because you might suspect something. They do it nice and subtle. They'll give you a little bit. It's kind of like a drug dealer giving out that drug. That drug dealer don't hook somebody by just giving them full thing. Just give them a little bit. Give them some on the pinky, right? Give them a little bit. But then when they want some more, say, oh, you got to pay for this. And see, what the women would do, they'll give that man that validation, stroke that ego, do whatever. Tell me he handsome, how smart he is. Compliment his shoes, even though they person don't like his shoes. Do something. And then get it to the point, they'll say something like, oh, I'm having some trouble here, or I need some money for something. Don't even ask them. In fact, they'll do it in such a way, they'll say, oh, well, I'm having this trouble with my car. And some dude will be like, okay, I'll go fix it. I'll pay for it. Here it is. Because then the guy think he getting over, but the woman really getting over him because she done told 6 other guys that all of a sudden she got money. I mean, you got women out here, they not even working. Like, I remember this elder told me one time about this woman. They had this luxury apartment. Didn't pay for shit in there. But these guys were paying for it. I've heard of men paying women's bills. And the bad part is, the slicker, the women who the slickest with, they ain't even giving up the pussy. I give it to them. I give it to them. I say, damn. Because if money coming out of my pocket, you better suck the fuck out my dick or something. Shit. Seriously. But you get some women, they'll make love to that man's mind, stroke his ego, give him that validation, tell him stuff that other women ain't telling him. And then that man just give up the money. All of a sudden, he out of a whole lot of money by the time he figure out something, or she just move on to the next mark. And part of the reason I did that too is the sit-down video I talked about a woman seducing. And they will. But you still, I'm going to tell you what, no matter what the situation, as a man, you got to pay attention. Don't think these women are dumb. Because I'm going to tell you what, too. Some of the best women who can run that game will come off as dumb. They will come off as dumb, silly, or whatever. Until they get to a point they can't do it. They can't do it, or they slip up. See, one of the things, and I really suggest you learn how to read a woman. You learn a woman's agenda. I give some general stuff in that on-demand video I did. Really check it out. Really understand that. Really understand that these women ain't dumb out here. They just got a different type of game. Don't be one of those dummies thinking, oh, women don't have game. Please. They be running it. Sure, sometimes it might be in your favor. If a woman, you living with a woman, all of a sudden she cook your favorite dinner, wearing your favorite color, got your favorite perfume on, looking sexy as hell. You know she wants something, but you know what? You probably be like, you know what? I'm just gonna let her do all that. You already decided you want to give it to her anyway. But those are the good ones. The bad ones, they can be on some straight up demon lover shit. Now I've talked about that before. Those demon lovers. It's like an elder said to me one time. He said, shoot, people be thinking the devil got some hideous creature with some horns. He said, nah, the devil be that sexy ass woman with a red dress. And they'll get you. Now think about a lot of guys out here. A lot of guys want that dime, that beautiful woman or something. Now, some beautiful women, real attractive women, even if they not baddies, they could be something. In fact, Master Teacher BGS know another woman that I don't know if he met her or not, but he know who I'm talking about. She did some rotten shit to a mutual friend. She did some rotten shit, but if you were to see her, you wouldn't think that. You wouldn't think she roll like that. She look innocent as hell. In fact, some of the best women players look innocent as hell. They don't look like they're gonna do something like that. And shoot, they'll have you doing whatever. Shoot, another elder had showed me this woman. He said he called her a straight demon lover, but I said her. I knew who he was talking about. It's like her. He's like, yeah, she don't look like it. She look a little goofy. But what they do is they play into a man's nature. They play into a man's nature. They know a lot of dudes out here lead with their wallets, and they figure out a way just to get that man's wallet. The smarter ones, they'll get it without it. They'll empty that man's wallet, empty that man's bank account, without even asking him directly for money. Just like I was saying earlier, they'll tell you some other shit. So you gotta be careful with these women. Now, this ain't saying be bad with them. I would say this: all women always pay attention to their agenda. Now, if a woman give you something that you know it, like guys, the ones they go for the most are guys who look like they're not getting that attention from women, who not looking like they're getting that validation, not looking like a woman's telling them how handsome they are or how smart they are. And women can tell that. Women, trust me, women can tell that. They can read a man's body language, and they looking at a whole bunch of other things when they looking at a man. See, you got some guys thinking they just looking at a man's face. Please. They looking at his facial expressions. They looking at his body posture, body language, how he wearing his clothes, how he walk, all of that. They looking at all of that. They not playing around. They not playing around. They always checking out something. They always checking out something, stuff we not even thinking about. And the ones who I'll say the most effective women players, they looking at you. They like I said, they know not to deal with that guy who got some street smarts going to ask some questions. They know. They'll look at them. Because, I mean, some of the women who tried to play me in the past, like that one me and BGS knows, she never met me in person. Because if she looked in my eyes, she'd know, like, oh no, not him. Not him. But we never met in person, so she was just shooting that shot. But you get them like that, and like I said, they can be very beautiful, roll out of bed beautiful or something. Because that's one thing too. That's why guys, if you meet a woman, she's nice, she's real beautiful, and I've talked about this a few times before. Find out what's going on up here in her head first. Don't let that beauty get to you. Yeah, she's beautiful. Okay, find out what's on her mind. Listen to her talk. Don't get too caught up into it. Because the beautiful ones, they especially know how to play a man. They especially know how to play a man, because I put it like this: if an ugly woman try to do some shit, it usually don't work as well. It usually don't work as well, because once a woman's game is really predicated on how good she look or how sexy she can be, and then a man wanting that sexiness. And if you that man is like, okay, she beautiful or she's sexy, yeah, she got your joint hard, but you're going to check out some different things about her, then you can be good to go in that manner. You can be good to go in that manner. So you want to really, you want to pay attention. And I don't care who the woman is. Now, I would say, if you smart, there's nothing wrong with getting to know a woman a bit. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, yeah, the younger guys, being led by their smaller head and probably want to tap. But if you're an older guy especially, you need to be smarter about it, especially if you're a man and you got some ends to you. You got some money. You got some money. Those are the ones especially. And I'm gonna hit y'all with something deep too. Even if you just think you going overseas, because some dudes will be like, well, I'll just go overseas. Man, please. Those are some of the worst ones. Those are some of the worst ones looking for a mark. Like on my Facebook, I used to always get some stuff. Facebook and IG. Get some woman hit me up. All of a sudden, it was like, hey, how you doing? They always say the same thing. Hey, how you doing? And try to be all friendly and then try to get some money out of you. I'm like, hold up, honey. No, it don't work like that for me. It don't work like that. And sometimes they, like I said, if they don't know you in person, they'll shoot their shot. I mean, it happens especially online. Shoot. That one woman, she just straight up asked me. She just straight up asked me, get her a gift card. I was like, I don't know you. And then some other women, because what I found is this little trick on IG. Some beautiful woman will hit me up. And I was like, oh, she look nice. Let me follow her back. The second I follow her back, I get that, get some message from her, or trying to be all friendly. So I got slick with that. I got one. I guess it was a woman got mad at me because I called her out on it. I was like, okay, what do you want? Come on now. I wasn't playing. I already knew it was some game. So, anyway, though. Yeah. Let me go back in here. Same store. That looked like that young lady's car from yesterday. Oh, man. Maybe I'll have a little fun with her. See what she wants. But anyway, I want y'all to think about that. Don't be a mark out here. It was like, check out that on-demand video about reading a woman's agenda. It's like, good or bad, you always want to think about who you dealing with. Oh yeah, this some dude's car, so I don't have to worry about it. Alright, anyway. You always want to do that. Don't ever think that a woman is dumb out here. Don't think, like, keep your wallet in your pocket, first of all. Keep your wallet in your pocket. Understand a woman always has an agenda out here. Understand that. Now, it could be a good agenda. If it's a good agenda, okay, fine. If it's a bad agenda, watch out for it. Or if a woman hitting you with some shit, they can hit you on multiple levels. Shoot, you could be having sex with them. They be like, damn, that's the biggest dick I've ever seen. Look, seriously, always pay attention to that. I'm going to tell you what, the real secret to not getting played is you got to put your ego to the side. Like, if a woman tell you handsome, just be like, thank you. She tell you smart, thank you. Just be cool. Don't let it go to your head. Because the second it goes to your head, she got you. And she reading you. She looking at your eyes. She looking at your body language, how you looking at her. The second it goes to your head, boom, she got you. All right? So, anyway, be cool, be calm. All right? So, anyway, I'll get back with y'all tomorrow. Peace and blessings.